Hi, I'm starting a new project. It will be a stole with tassels. So, what's interesting about this stole? First of all, it will be made with viscose paper. So, viscose paper, I think you know how it's made, but maybe someone doesn't. I'll explain. So, you take viscose and lay it out however you like in clouds, horizontally and vertically. Just horizontally, one color, different colors, whatever you want, whatever you like. And after that, you spray it. Some people spray it with water diluted with sugar, others spray it with diluted gelatin. There are many options for you can use to wet it. Choose the one you like best. And after that, personally, let's say, what do? I take, well, let me show you. Okay. This is what I end up with. Look, you get sheets like these, right? And these sheets, I have them in all sorts of different colors. Green, yellow, this kind of mint, brown. These are the colors I chose for my project. They suit me best, right? So look, after that, from this viscose hat did I do? I spread out this viscose and sprayed it. I think I used gelatin. Shh. After that, I took garbage bags and completely filled them with this layout of viscose. Then I sprayed this viscose with water mixed with gelatin. I soaked it really well. I put another bag on top and let everything dry. After drying, once all these pieces of viscose were completely dry, I took them and ironed them really, really well, right? That's why they're so, you see, just beautiful. I really like that. So what am I going to do now? My stole will have all sorts of geometric shapes like this. That's it. And now I take scissors and cut out all sorts of little shapes, right? I cut out shapes, strips, and I'll lay this out on the table. First, I'll arrange the decor like this. Well, I'm just showing you as an example how it's going to be laid out here. That's it. So first, yes, all of this will be laid out in some kind of geometric pattern. Now I'm going to get creative with this. That's it. And after that, I'll cover everything with another layer of viscose, which will be the main background of the scarf. Okay. After that, I'll put wool on top and then another layer of viscose. So in total, I'll have basically 3 layers of viscose. The first layer is the viscose that creates the pattern, like this one. The second layer is viscose that will set the tone of the piece. And the third layer is viscose that will be on the other side, either the front or the back, but that's not really important. The stole will shimmer all over and be saturated with viscose. So I'm laying it out at 220 by 90 centimeters. The layout will be one-sided, vertical in relation to the orientation of my fabric, right? There you go. And I think the stole will turn out beautiful. I'll show you how it's coming along as I work. All right, let's continue. Look at what I've got so far. So I cut strips, circles, triangles, ellipses, and arranged them on the table like this, right? And it will be well, you get the idea, right? So you can see how easy it is to work when you have dried viscose paper. Drawing any kind of patterns with it is just pure pleasure. Look. All right, let me show you now. So here, see? Here you go. I've slightly rubbed and felted the stole so that it's in a nice, good felted state. It's not fully felted yet, but it's no longer falling apart. Now I'm going to make the tassels. So for that I need to take and set aside some material. I've decided that mine will be 14 centimeters long. This is where it ends. Now I'm using a ruler to mark it. This is the size I get. Now I just start cutting 1 centimeter at a time. It's probably easier for me to start from this side, right here. The width is about 1 centimeter. And now I'm cutting this whole area into strips about 1 centimeter wide. You need to do this when your stole is already well felted. Otherwise the fringes might tear. And we don't want that. You need to have good, stable felt, and now we cut it. So ladies, to felt the fringes, I put on gloves. They're a bit inside out, uneven. And what do we start doing? I simply take each of these strips and twist them like this. This way, the fringes get twisted. Later, I'll felt them together in a bunch, so to speak. But at first, in this initial stage, you need to felt each strip separately. So don't be afraid to use these thick, sturdy rubber gloves. They work really well for this. I placed some of this beige wool on the edge of the scarf. I also added a bit of mint colored wool here to make the fringes look pretty. When they're felted, it will look really beautiful. There will be a really cool color transition. So, it's almost finished now. It doesn't matter if you use your hands for the strips. The main thing is to turn them into these long, fluffy strands. Don't make the strips too thin, because they can get shredded here, and sometimes even tear off, so please be careful at this stage. Do everything properly. Alright, the first side is done. Now you can take it like this and start felting this way. Just fold it like this. By the way, you can use those lumber mats for making sushi. You can just take any one really. I have one here in my set, the third kit. I have this little thing. I'll put them here, and now I'll start laying them out. Roll it. Let's take a look.
Well, look at them now. They're almost ready, right? See? Remember what they were like before and what they've become. So that's why you should use these kinds of rubber mats, because they really make the felting process much easier. Now you just need to twist it a little more. Basically, the tassels will be ready. Also, it's conveniency. When it's a rubber mat with holes, the excess moisture from the felt drains out, and it will be much easier for you to felt your piece. So don't resort to using anything else. Alright ladies, look, the stole is almost finished. It's thin and flexible, about 220 by 70 centimeters. Just like this, you see. Once it dries, it will look really striking, because all these viscose inserts will look pearlescent and very beautiful. I'll show you the result later. There you go. But basically, I already know, because this isn't my first stole like this. That's right. As for the tassels, you can go over them again if you want. I've already rinsed it, but you can still twist a few spots here and there a little more. That's it. So the stole is basically finished now. How much wool did I use for it? I probably used about 80 grams of wool, and because the viscose is on both sides, I used 160 grams of viscose. More actually, but thanks to that, it's much more flexible, because viscose gives the fabric this kind of pliability. And never skin for it. It's better to use a little less wool and more fibers, because they give you both shine and an interesting texture. And the fabric behaves very well, it hardly peels at all. It turns out, you know, with this kind of sheen, that's it. So go for it. Any color combinations will look striking and beautiful. Right now, it's autumn. The season of shawls and warm hats is ahead, so get ready. That's it. Well, look, yes, you can also trim the two tassels a little bit once they're ready. And that's all. Now I'll steam the shawl all around and dry it. And basically it will be ready. And take a look. Yes, this is how it looks.